A quiet morning, the sun just peeking through the pine trees, casting golden rays on our cozy little cabin. The air smells like fresh wood and coffee. My wife, Sarah, and I are sipping our mugs on the porch, listening to birds chirp. It's our slice of paradise, a place we saved for years to build. Everything feels perfect until we hear it, a sharp, piercing voice cutting through the calm like a chainsaw. You're in violation. I'm coming in to inspect this mess of a property. My stomach drops. It's her, the HOA Karen, and she's storming up our gravel path, face red, arms flailing, ready to ruin our day that we'd only been in the cabin a few months, but we already knew Karen's reputation. Her real name's Linda, but everyone calls her Karen. Behind her back, she's the head of our homeowners association, and she rules it like a dictator. Nobody escapes her wrath. Forgot to trim your hedge by an inch. She's at your door with a fine. Painted your mailbox the wrong shade of beige? Expect a nasty letter. We try to keep our heads down, follow the rules, and enjoy our new home. But Karen? She's got a sixth sense for trouble, and today, she's decided we're her target. I step out to meet her, trying to stay calm. Linda, what's the problem? I ask, keeping my voice steady. She doesn't even look at me. She's waving a clipboard, pointing at our cabin like it's a crime scene. Your roof shingles. They're non-compliant. And those planters? Unapproved. I'm inspecting everything today, and you're getting fined. Her voice is so loud. I swear the squirrels scatter. I glance at Sarah, who's still on the porch, her coffee mug frozen halfway to her lips. My heart's racing. We built this cabin to code. Every shingle, every nail, every inch. We triple-checked the HOA rules. But Karen doesn't care about facts. She's on a power trip, and we're in her crosshairs. I try reasoning with her. Linda, we submitted all our plans to the HOA. Everything's approved. She scoffs, rolling her eyes so hard I'm surprised they don't pop out. Approved? I don't think so. I'm coming inside, and you can't stop me. She steps closer, her clipboard like a weapon. My blood boils. This is our home, our sanctuary. And now this woman's threatening to barge in, tear it apart, and slap us with fines we can't afford. I'm about to lose it when Sarah stands up, calm as ever. Hold on, Linda, she says, her voice smooth but firm. Karen freezes, caught off guard. Sarah's got this quiet strength that stops people in their tracks. Even Karen, let me back up a bit. We moved here to escape the city grind. Sarah and I dreamed of a simple life. Fresh air, open space, no drama. This cabin was our fresh start. We poured our savings into it, spent weekends sketching floor plans, picking out every detail. The HOA was a pain, sure, but we thought we could handle it. Follow the rules, keep things tidy, no problem. Except Karen. She's not just strict, she's obsessed. Neighbors told us stories, like how she fined a guy for leaving his trash can out an hour too long, or how she measured someone's grass with a ruler to prove it was too tall. We laughed it off at first, but now, standing in our driveway, Karen's not a joke. She's a nightmare. That she's still ranting, listing every tiny thing she thinks is wrong with our cabin. The window frames are too rustic. The gravel path is untidy. I'm clenching my fists, trying not to yell. I know arguing won't help. Karen's the kind of person who thrives on conflict. The more you push back, the worse she gets. I'm starting to feel helpless, like we're trapped. We can't afford a big fine. What if she forces us to redo the roof? That could bankrupt us. My dream of a peaceful life feels like it's slipping away, all because of this one woman's vendetta. Sarah, though, she's not fazed. She steps off the porch, her mug still in one hand, and walks right up to Karen. You want to inspect? Sarah says, her voice steady. You're sure about that? Karen smirks, thinking she's won. Oh, I'm sure. You're in big trouble. I'm watching, heart pounding, wondering what Sarah's up to. She's not one for confrontation. But when she's in, she's all in. She sets her mug down on the porch railing, slow and deliberate, then reaches into her pocket. All right, Linda, she says. But before you step foot in our home, you might want to look at this. She pulls out a folded piece of paper and hands it to Karen. The air shifts. Karen's smirk fades as she unfolds it. Her eyes scan the page, and her face goes pale. It's like someone flipped a switch. The screaming, the pointing, the clipboard, it all stops. She's silent, her mouth slightly open, like she's forgotten how to speak. I'm confused. Sarah, what's that? I ask. She glances at me with a small smile. It's the warrant, she says. The court order proving our cabin's fully compliant. Every shingle, every planter, every inch. Approved by the county, not just the HOA. I'm floored. Karen's still staring at the paper, her hands trembling. Sarah keeps going, her voice calm but sharp. We had a lawyer check everything before we built. This warrant says you have no grounds to inspect our property. In fact, if you try, you're violating our rights. And the HOA could be liable. Karen's eyes dart between the paper and Sarah. She's trying to find a comeback, but nothing comes out. For the first time, she looks small, defeated. The woman who terrorized the neighborhood is crumbling in our driveway that I can't help but feel a rush of pride. Sarah's always been the planner, the one who thinks 3 steps ahead. While I was panicking, she was ready. Turns out, she'd been worried about Karen's antics from the start. Before we even broke ground on the cabin, she hired a lawyer to review the HOA rules and county codes. She made sure every detail was airtight. That warrant? It's not just a piece of paper. It's our shield. And Sarah wielded it like a pro. Karen mumbles something about checking with the board and starts backing away. Her clipboard's tucked under her arm now, like she's forgotten how to use it. This isn't over, she says, but her voice is weak, like she's trying to convince herself. She turns and scurries back to her car, her usual strut gone. Sarah picks up her coffee mug, takes a sip, and shrugs. Guess she didn't expect that, she says. I burst out laughing, the tension melting away. For the first time all morning, I can breathe that we watch Karen's car disappear down the road. The birds are chirping again, the sun's still shining, and our cabin feels like home again. Later, we hear from neighbors that Karen's been quieter since our run-in. She's still a pain, but she's not knocking on doors as much. Word got around, and people started standing up to her. Turns out, a lot of folks had their own warrants, or at least the courage to push back. Looking back, that moment changed everything. It wasn't just about beating Karen. It was about standing up for our home, our peace, our life. Sarah taught me something that day. You don't have to yell to win. You just need the truth and the guts to use it. We're still in our cabin, still sipping coffee on the porch, still living our dream. And Karen? She's learned to steer clear. Have you ever dealt with an HOA nightmare? Or maybe a nosy neighbor who thought they owned the place? Drop your stories in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this story, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Life's too short for bad neighbors, but it's perfect for good stories.